Hey everybody, it's been a while. Hope all's well with you and hope you're enjoying this long hot summer here in 2023. So I'm back with another review, and this time of an old favorite, an old standby, a pair of headphones that's been around for a while. And I've been sitting on this review for a while because I wanted to kind of get my thoughts together around it and compare and contrast for a while, and because I've been a little lazy, I admit it. But anyway, here it is. The AKG K712 Pro. This sits somewhere kind of, I guess, in the upper register of their headphone lines. We're going to talk about the prices in a little bit, but if you check the general prices on AKG's website for these, you'll find that they are significantly more expensive than their kind of typical consumer grade, consumer level products. These are supposedly tailored for a market for more professional users, for somebody who maybe is planning to use these for really critical listening, like for mixing, mastering, recording, etc., etc. And I think for the most part, they're pretty good at that, but I think they're actually a better product for folks who are just wanting to chill out and listen to their favorite tunes. All right. So before we get into the sound, let's talk about the construction of these, because AKG has their own kind of funky look that they've had for a lot of their products. And again, this is more the traditional look for them, with the two kind of exposed wires here, thin leather headband, and super, super nice big ear cups with a really nice plushy material on the, almost like a velour on the cups, with like a memory foam, and they're extremely comfortable. I think these are easily, if not the most comfortable headphone I've tried, they're certainly among the most comfortable you'll find anywhere. I think regardless of your head size or your ear dimensions, your head dimensions, whatever, I think you'll find these to be very comfortable. And it's a little weird too, because unlike a lot of designs where you can, make all sorts of little adjustments and stuff, you don't with these. You just put them on, and somehow they magically fit your head. I don't know how they do that, but hey, props to AKG for doing that. With that, you'll notice that it's a cool looking design, but I wouldn't necessarily say these are fragile in design, but they're, compared to a couple of the other big favorites like the old standby Sennheisers here, where you've got more kind of solid plastic, covered metal and stuff. This, I mean, I wouldn't recommend dropping any of these on anywhere, but it seems to me like if these got dropped, they'd probably break a lot more easily than something like this would. So take that for what you will. Also, a note on these, because they're a little fragile with these exposed wires and little cables and stuff, and kind of just a little clear plastic hanging out. These come with a couple things. They come with two cables. One, in this case, a big long orange cable. And by the way, I dig the orange. Some folks may not like the orange. I get it, if you don't like the orange, but I personally think the orange and black kind of Halloween motif, it's working for me. So it comes with a big, long orange cable with an adapter, so you can do it, a quarter or eighth inch, however you want. And it also comes with a coiled cable, which I've obviously never used because I'm not really a fan of the coiled cables. But if you have a need for it, it's there. And it comes again with the the quarter inch adapter you can just put on there as well. So for those who really like headphones with a detachable cable, you'll certainly be in luck with these. There are some folks out there who wouldn't consider a headphone that doesn't have detachable cables, so I think this will still make the cut for you, at least initially, and these should, because these are very nice. But they also come with a very plush, sort of a crushed velvet, kind of 70s Huggy Bear material. I call them the Huggy Bear material. Starsky and Hutch, Google it, Huggy Bear, all right? Velour suits in the 70s, all that. Little AKG bag, it's very nice, but it is just a bag. And because these are not exactly, the most kind of robust, solid design. The scaled knives design looks cool, but it's not super strong. I'd be leery about throwing these, putting these in this bag and then throwing these in a backpack or something. If you're looking for something you can carry with you, these might work, but I would try to find a hard shell case to go with these. So just keep that in mind. And also, as we're going to touch on in a little bit, the bag, while nice, maybe is not a perfect fit for these, not in terms of the physical dimensions, but because of some market conditions, which we'll talk about in a minute. So keep that in mind. Okay, so we've talked about the overall cosmetics. We've talked a little bit about the comfort, and there's a lot to talk about there. Again, the comfort, these are extremely comfortable headphones. I don't think anyone who's ever reviewed these has put them on their head and thought, nah, that sucks. I'm sure everyone's loved them. I found them very comfortable from the get-go. I love them from that thing. So let's talk about the sound, all right? Because you're mostly watching this review because you want to see what I think about the sound. So these, as I mentioned earlier, I think are fantastic. I know they're fantastic for listening, just chilling and listening. All right, and that's because they have it's not pronounced, but it's a noticeable slight U shape in the sound signature. Little bit on the treble end, just a little bit, not so it's never peaky or harsh. And I've found that I've never found an instance where I've not liked the treble. It's great. So if you're a treble head, you'll probably like that. And then from the bass standpoint, it's elevated a little bit as well, which is a great thing because these are one of the rare examples of open back headphones that have pretty decent bass. Now you'll never mistake these for closed back headphones. So if you're a major bass head, you like to listen to dub reggae. You like to listen to a lot of like heavy Japanese drum music. You want that thud, that thump and that thud and that slam, then you'll like these, but you may not love them compared to closed back headphones. So keep that in mind. But overall, very nice. The one drawback of having that soft U shape is that you lose some detail in the mid-range, and you don't necessarily notice that until you listen to something like an HD6XX or a DT880 Pro, in my case a 600 ohm version, or maybe some really good planar headphones, like a Hi-Fi Man or something like that. It's good, but these are a step above in the mid-range for sure. So again, that's why I say if you're planning on using something if you can only get one pair of headphones and you're trying to find something that would be good for mixing and mastering, and if you don't mind a fairly lightweight bass, these are going to be the better choice overall. But if you like chilling, listen to music, and you listen to a pair of something like this or other open back headphones, and the lack of bass drives you crazy, but you like the comfort, then this is a really great choice. All right. Another reason this is a really great choice is, unlike these other two headphones that I like to bang on about on this channel, these are very low impedance headphones. I think these are somewhere around 62 ohms. The website says 62 ohms, so I'm looking at it here. So I'm going to believe what they're saying here. It's 62 ohms. Unlike either of these, and especially these are probably the most versatile headphones I've tried. Meaning that they work great with my tube amp. They take very well to a tube amp. They pair, at least with my shit Valhalla 2, they pair very well with that. They also work great, of course, with a solid state amp, but you don't need a tremendous of power to run them. And I've run them using my iPad. I plugged them in even to my iPhone with an adapter, and iPhone, iPad drives these things great too. You could drive these off of anything, which is kind of nice because if you find yourself in situations all the time where you don't have an amp available, maybe you haven't yet, if you have to go to portable a lot and you don't yet have the money to buy something like an AudioQuest Dragonfly, like a little portable USB sized headphone amp slash DAC, then you'll appreciate the flexibility of these. Because, at 300 ohms, these don't play so well with iPads and iPhones. They're not really great. And these really, at 600 ohms, these really don't want to have anything to do with anything that doesn't put out a lot of power, especially a lot of volts. So that's another plus for these headphones as well. Very versatile. You can run them off of just about anything. And I love that about these. Okay. Here's where things get a little bit sticky about this product. This product, the K712 Pro, has been the subject of some confusion over the years. And one subject I want to clear up immediately is where they're made. Because years ago, people said, "Oh, these things are great. They're made in the EU, in Slovakia in particular. Oh, but now they're going to move stuff over to China." So the geopolitical, I get totally why somebody might not want to buy a product that's made in China. I get that. If that's something that means something to you, I get it. But you don't have to worry about that. That's actually not a consideration for these, because my pair that I bought in February of this year were made in the EU. There's a little sticker in here that says it's made in the EU. You probably can't see that. Sorry, maybe you can see it there in the camera. But it says it's made in Slovakia. It's made in the EU. It's good. You're good. All right, if that's something that means something to you, okay? So there's that. So that hopefully clears up that confusion. There's more additional confusion, though, around a more sticky point for most folks. And I'm sorry to report on this, but that's the price. So like I said, I was looking at buying these again in December of last year. I considered getting these maybe as a Christmas present to myself. I didn't. And I've looked around at a lot of different places and found that Thomann Music, Thomann, and no, I'm not affiliated with Thomann in any way. I don't get any kickbacks, so you can buy them from if you want some, you can buy them from them, great. If you don't buy them from them, I don't care, right? It's just guy-to-guy information here, right? Just for whatever, take it for whatever it's worth. But Thomann still, even today, I was just checking, seems to have the best prices, right? They're a lot less than they'd be on Amazon, and they're a hell of a lot less than they cost on AKG's website. AKG lists these and has listed these at $649. In no universe out there are these headphones worth $649. I mean, for that kind of money, you can get a really nice set of Dan Clark headphones, basically, or you're darn near close enough to that. You could get some really, really nice Odyssey headphones or some Dan Clark headphones or something that wouldn't be as versatile as these. And they, if they're planar headphones, they won't be as versatile, but I mean, they're several leagues above what these can do, as nice as these are. But when I bought these, so they were $182, I think, in last December. I bought these in February, and they'd gone up to $195 because inflation is a thing. And I thought, I don't want to pay. For me, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and get these now because I don't know if the price is going to go up anymore. Maybe it'll go back down, but if it goes down below $182, well, whatever. I'll still feel okay spending $195 on these. I'm glad I got them when I got them, because today, on August 29th of 2023, they're listed on Thomann's website now for $244. So they've gone up basically $50 in the span of 6 months. Why, I don't know. This is a really weird thing. I have no explanation for why that is. You'd have to ask AKG why the price has gone up $50 in the last 6 months. Looking at as a comparison, the HD6XX, you can get these on drop. The normal list price is $239, so a little bit less than the AKGs are going for now. But they're on sale today, and they seem to be on sale all the time for $195. Just $50, $55 less, something like that. My math's failing me now. It's $50 less, at least, from what you'd spend for these. And the DT880s, probably my all-time favorite pair of headphones, just, pound for pound, just pure sound quality. You can get these on Amazon all day long for $170. And these come with, at least I still think these come with a nice hard shell box, and these come with a soft leather box with foam inside it, which, maybe it's not a nice hard box, but it's a heck of a lot better than Huggy Bear's boxer shorts here. So that's my one hesitation with this product now, is that I think sonically it's a nice, this is a great alternative. The AKG 712 Pro, K712 Pro is a great alternative to the best stuff from Beyerdynamic, or, the best stuff from Sennheiser/Drop. It's a great alternative to those. And if you have a little collection like I was wanting a collection, and this was kind of the last set of headphones I wanted for my collection, well, then it'll work great for you. And as I said, these are a more versatile set of headphones because you can run them off of anything, whereas with these higher impedance ones, you can't do that. They're not going to play with you. But the price is a big factor. I don't know why the price has gone up so dramatically with these over the last 6 months. Again, because, inflation is inflation. And inflation right now, from what I read and what I understand, is a lot higher. It's, the rate of inflation in Europe is a lot higher than it is here in the US, but we're still getting these products from, these are German products. And the price on these hasn't changed at all since I bought them last November. It hasn't changed at all. The price on these, I think these are made, at least in part, in Germany. I could be wrong. Someone out there in the comment section will set me straight, but I think the Sennheisers are made at least in part in Germany. No price increase there. I have no explanation for why the K712 Pros have gone up, but they have. It is what it is, folks. But be that as it may, if you want a super comfortable headphone that is extremely versatile, these are a great choice. I would just recommend looking somewhere to get a set of, like a hard box or a soft box or something for these if you plan on taking them around with you. Otherwise, just leave them at home or in your studio like I do, and you'll be fine. Overall, I do recommend these. I love these headphones. I love them. I love the orange. I love the way they sound. I love the added bass. I love the comfort. Oh, I really love the comfort. I don't love the price as much anymore, though. So who knows what the price will be in 6 months? Maybe it'll be back down to $182 by Christmas time. Who knows? But maybe it'll be $50 more in another 6 months. Who can say? So I would say if you are really, really jonesing to get these, check the prices and, maybe strike now. Maybe strike now and get some. But I will guarantee you won't want to return them. Even if you feel like you kind of overpaid for them, I don't think you'll want to return these. I think you'll want to keep these. These are definitely keepers. I love these, and I think you will too. I hope this has been helpful, and good luck with all your sonic adventures, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks.